VJ Hunt here from the Hunt Family Farm, and here's just a few farm updates. You guys saw the raised bed that we started a little over a month or so ago, and as you can see, it has produced. These are beets. This is a raised bed full of beets. These are carrots right here. More beets, onions, and more carrots. Garden is definitely popping. This is what it looked like prior to, so it's very simple to make. It's some wood screws, boom, cut them, put them together. Our secret, and this is don't tell anybody, we use the droppings or the waste pretty much when the chickens use the bathroom. So when we have chickens that we bring in, you know how we had the chicks and we put them in the little room right up there, we take those shavings out, we keep them in a pile. They kind of decompose, but we mix that with some mulch that we can get from the landfill. So like when they come out and collect trees and they cut it up real small, we use that, we mix it together, put a little bit of potting soil in there, and that's all we did. So it's all natural. The fertilizer for it is all produced by Hunt Family Farms and the chickens. I'm gonna give you an update. I wanna show you our newest contraption. We have calves on the ground. We got so much going on, so stay tuned. So we're getting in the side by side today. We gotta do some fencing. So we're gonna use this, use the winch, but I'm gonna give you a tour of what's going on, allow you to see all that we have going on the farm. So first thing, if you notice, no more brown chickens in here. You see all of these feathers? Two things happened. So we had a little bit of a pest problem. We had an owl was coming in and attacking our chickens. So we had to move them to a different location. Owls are protected birds of prey. So, you know, you really can't do anything to an owl. So, you know, we just had to move them. I'll go back over here to this side of the fowl plate farm. As you can see, we have our normal egg layers. They're just out here doing chicken things. Some of them are in here, some of them are in the house in there, but they all seem to be very happy and healthy. We had them out here so you can see where the grass was down, but we've moved that pasture over there. And we'll go take a look at where we moved our young egg layers and to their new home. So boom, we're out here with the new egg layers. Jeez. Had new feeders. We out here with the new egg layers. They have these new feeders where they don't waste as much. So when they tap it, it'll fall down in and they can peck around. And then our newest egg layers, they're not quite ready to lay. This trailer is something that's mobile, you can move it around. So we'll leave them in this part of the pasture and they can graze. They can graze, they can eat grass, they can scratch, they can do all the chicken things. All the things that chickens do. They have shelter, they're protected. This fence is electric, so like ground predators like foxes or dogs or hopefully raccoons and things like that can't get in. But it is an electrical fence. And the only thing we have to worry about is like birds of prey, hence the owl, things like that. Hopefully by us moving them, and then we'll constantly move them throughout this pasture, we will kind of prevent things like owls from touching them or getting to them. Here are our meat birds. These will be processed. They've been out here on grass, natural diet, been able to get in the sunlight, so they definitely make for a better tasting bird. So, update on the cows. There's our new calf. Those are our new calves one. We have seven Wagyu calves. One right there, that is one from last year that we kept. The one with those horns looking at me. And there's another one from last year that we kept. Those are Wagyu Angus cross. So we had a pretty successful calving season. Just to kind of give you an update, we did unfortunately lose one calf during birth. I think the calf was too big. Mother is okay, so thank God for that. But we did. I mean, it kind of happens sometimes when it comes to this. You're not gonna have 100% success, but so far so good. We have, I think, 7 or 8 on the ground, and I think we're waiting on about 2 or 3 more. All right, so big garden updates. On this Hunt family farm garden, we had the beehives over there, all the pollinators. Right here is chard. Comment down below if you eat chard. Chard is in a lot of salads, a lot of mixed green salads. So we are growing it. From what I'm told, don't quote me, I could be completely wrong. Chard is nothing more than the leaves of beets. Chard is a leafy green that just doesn't grow the beet. So if you look at this, you go look at our beets over there on the raised beds, it's probably the same. They look very similar in leaves. We have cabbage. This is purple cabbage. No, yeah, this is purple cabbage. And then we have dino kale here. And then more cabbage. I want to show you guys, it's like really cool to see if you can find them, because we planted corn out here and it's starting to come up. This is corn. It looks like a piece of grass right now. That's corn. These are all young corn stalks. We planted 2 rows of corn. This might be the 3rd. Well, I don't know what's coming up in this one. And then if you look back here in this garden, well, these rows, we have more dino kale and more purple cabbage. I think we're gonna kind of let this area rest. I know this was an area that we did, no, this was the area last year. We're gonna let that rest this year, and then we're gonna probably plant over here. I do want to take you inside of this high tunnel, and maybe like in our first video, we showed you the high tunnel and like kind of told you about it, but just kind of as a refresher, high tunnel is kind of like a greenhouse without the fans. What it does is it allows you to grow, to start your growing season earlier, and then it allows it to extend because it's warmer in here. It stays warmer in here throughout the year. So in the winter months, you can grow, you know, warmer vegetables. So in here it's probably 15 degrees hotter. We have squash. Now for all, we've picked, see, like that one's ready to pick. These are all growing really, really well. You can see, get you a close look. Like, we're ready to pick squash. Most people would just be planting squash now because it is a summertime vegetable that you would grow. You grow it mainly in the summertime. And so we planted it this year in our hot tunnel, and it's ready to go already. And it's May, when it normally would be like June, July, August situation. Squash almost has to be picked daily because they'll get too big if you leave them on there. And so that's one of the things that we are doing now. We are growing squash. Next year, we're gonna probably put something else in here. Comment down below what warm weather vegetable, I guess you could say fruit, watermelon, cantaloupe, like, give me some suggestions. What do you think we should put in there for next year? Or what could we put in there at the end of this season that can grow through the winter time? Tell me what you want to see. Oh, knock my hat off. Tell me what you want to see. But now we're gonna head on down to the other side of the farm where the sheep are. We're definitely out here with the gang. What's up, Millie? What's up, Millie? That's just grown so freaking much, man. It is like, it's grown crazy. Wow, it's a lot of grass out here. All right, so instead of feeding them today, I'm just gonna let the sheep out. That's what we've been doing. And they've worked on chopping it down, but it's just so dang high, man. We've had great weather, great amount of rain, which is great. Like, that's what we want as farmers. We want animals to eat grass. We don't want to pump them with grain. And so we are going to let them out, let them roam and do their thing and be good sheep. And they're off in their quest to graze. That's one of the most rewarding things as a farmer, just being able to, you know, see your animals out eating, having plenty of food, grazing. I mean, we work extremely hard. We're extremely blessed to have, you know, the amount of land, but now you're seeing all the grass grow. Super, super dope.